Hi everyone! Minasan, konnichiwa. Do you want to be able to talk about actions that are happening right now, temporary actions that are happening around now, and future already decided plans? My name is Jen, and today you're going to learn how to talk about all three of those things by using the present continuous. So today I got my friends Jess and Chris to help with this lesson, and we are going to the Japanese Spring Festival here in Toronto. And at the Japanese Spring Festival, we are teaching you about the present continuous. First, let's talk about how to make a sentence in the present continuous. You're going to start with your subject. Who or what is doing the action? Subject. After the subject, you need your be verb, the be verb that matches your subject. So am, are, or is. Then you need your verb with ing. After that, if you have one, you should use an object. Subject be, verb ing. Subject be, verb ing, present continuous. I am eating. The subject is I, the be verb is am, and the verb is eating. You are watching this video. He is buying tea. She is preparing matcha, which is a special type of green tea. It is snowing. It's a spring festival, but it is snowing. They are dancing. They are dancing. We are folding paper, or you could say we are making origami. So those were positive sentences using present continuous. If you want to make a negative sentence, please put the word not in between the be verb and the verb with ing. For example, I am not running. I am reading a comic book. I am not running. You are not sleeping. You are studying English. You are not sleeping. He is not playing video games. He is not playing video games. He is drinking matcha. She is not crying. She is not crying. She is smelling a flower. It is not flying. It is not flying. They are not reading a book. They are not reading a book. They are taking a picture with Hina dolls. We are not singing karaoke. We are not singing karaoke. We are making origami. So that is how to make negative sentences using the present continuous. Next, if you want to make yes or no questions, do you know what you should do? First, you're going to start with your be verb, am, are, is, then your subject, who or what is doing the action, and then your verb plus ing. For example, is she smelling a flower? Yes, she is. Am I brushing my teeth? No, I'm not. Are they cleaning? No, they're not. Is he drinking tea? Yes, he is. So now that you have made yes or no questions, the final step is to make WH questions. Questions using the words who, what, when, where, why, and how. To make a WH question using these words, start with the WH question word, then your be verb, then your subject, your verb plus ing, and then, if you have one, your object. Where is this festival happening? Where is the festival happening? It is happening at the Japanese Canadian Cultural Centre in Toronto. What are they doing? What are they doing? They are practicing martial arts. They're practicing martial arts. Who is looking at art? Who is looking at art? She is looking at the art. When is winter ending? When is winter ending? Winter is ending soon. So now that you're an expert on how to make positive sentences, negative sentences, yes or no questions, and WH questions, the final thing to do is review when do you use the present continuous. The main way that the present continuous is used is for actions happening right now, at the moment, while speaking. So right now, I am talking to you. You are watching this video. I am not taking a shower right now. Okay, so present continuous, what is happening right now? Most of the examples from today's video were things that were happening right now. But the second way that you can use present continuous is for temporary actions happening around now. Temporary actions happening these days, nowadays, this month, this week. Temporary because they're not going to be happening forever. For example, I am studying Japanese. I am not studying Japanese right now at this exact moment. I am helping you with your English right now. But these days, nowadays, I am studying Japanese. It's a temporary action because I hope to become good enough that I don't have to study anymore. Okay? Another temporary action, for example, these days, my friends are acting in a play. They are acting in a play. They're not acting in a play right this second, right now, but this month they have a production. So they are acting in a play this month. When the month is finished, their play, their production will also be finished, so their action will also be done at that time. Okay? So present continuous is also used for temporary actions happening around now, these days, nowadays, for a limited time only. And the third way that you can use present continuous is to talk about the future. So if you have an already decided future plan, you can tell your friends about your future plans using present continuous. Right? So for example, next weekend I'm going on a vacation. In a couple days I am visiting the doctor. So these are my already decided plans to talk about the future. So those are the three ways that you can use present continuous. So the final point in today's lesson is reviewing when you cannot use the present continuous. When can you not use it? So we talked about the 3 times you should use it, but for most rules in English, there is an exception. Here's the exception for this. If you have what's called a stative verb, a non-action verb, then you cannot use ing with that verb. So you cannot put it into the present continuous. They're called stative verbs because you are stating the action. You can't see the action because it's a non-action verb. So words, for example, like know, I know your name. I can't say I am knowing your name. Another example of a stative verb is believe. Okay? I believe in God. You can't see me doing this action. I can only state this action. And you cannot say I am believing in God. You have to use simple present, not present continuous. So whenever you have a stative verb, if you think, oh, this sentence needs to be present continuous, but the verb is a non-action verb, a stative verb, then you have to use the simple present. So there's only a few verbs in English that are non-action or stative verbs. If you get a really good grammar textbook, like my favorite textbook, Focus on Grammar, in the back of the book, in the appendix section, you can find a chart. Okay? So this chart here tells you which verbs are non-action verbs, which verbs are stative verbs and cannot use ing. So I will put a link to this textbook in the description below, so please check it out because it's very useful for helping you with your English studies. Stative verbs, you cannot use ing. Please use the simple present instead. So if I am eating some kind of delicious food and I think this is really delicious, I would have to say, the soup tastes delicious. I cannot say the soup is tasting delicious, even though the eating of the soup is a temporary action. Got it? If you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments below. Now it's time for Question of the Day. Today's question is, what are you doing this weekend? What are you doing this weekend? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. みんな勉強頑張ってね! じゃあね